Hello, thank you for tuning in to this week's section of reads. This should be on the YouTube channel James13 Wicca in case you're seeing it somewhere else. The dice and decks I'm using are going to be listed below. Other than that, if you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James the number 4, astral@gmail.com. If you're interested in the donation information, that's below, same email. All right, and without further ado, let's get into your choice. Hello, Leo. Thank you very much for tuning into this week's read. These readings are valid for whenever you come to them. That being said, what do we have for Leo? My first thought was money, money, money. So, money, money, money. Let's get the oracle cards down. Okay. Easy come, easy go money, though. You've gone through this before. We're dealing with something with easy come, easy go money. Easy come, easy go. It feels like we're going like up, down a little, up again. It feels easy come, easy go. I keep getting that. Money, it does feel like literally money. Take it with a grain of salt. You've gone through these phases before and you've enjoyed them. You live life the way you live life, and that's how it is. There's pressure to do things differently. There's pressure to do things differently. I keep getting that very strongly. So the pressure might be, it could be from somebody else, or it could be kind of like, I need to plan for something, or somebody's kind of saying, you know, we want to do this, and if you put this in a savings account that you don't have access to easily, there's a better chance we're going to keep it and get what we want. There might be something you want for a loved one. There might be you're trying to start a business. There's pressure to hold on to the easy come money. There's pressure for it. Because I keep looking backwards and like, you know, I've done what I've done before, but I want something different now. And it's taking me a moment to just step back and go, all right, let me think. Where do I want to be? All right. And I keep getting like this sense of like opening up a savings account in a bank that's not easier for me to access and just like depositing it there where it's like, I can't just on a whim take it. I have to go through the process of getting it out. Like, I don't allow myself to have any cards that I can access it with. I don't give myself online banking or whatever you want to call it. I don't give myself any access to it. It's there, and I keep putting money into it, but I make it difficult for me to get it. It doesn't mean... Either you're doing that, or maybe that's a suggestion. I don't know. And it's kind of like, I don't want this random money just to disappear. I want to kind of like link it up, and I want the success from it. There's a reason for what you're doing. If you're doing this, there's a reason for it. And I feel like I keep looking backwards like, no, I want to hold on to it this time, and I want to do something different. And if I make it difficult for me to get it back, and it's still like it's in a savings account, it's accruing interest, it's not going anywhere, I have a better chance of getting my long-term goal where I want it. Versus like if you had a savings account linked up online to your main account, it's like I could just move it over if I get that whim. If I don't let myself do that and I make it more of a, I got to do this, I have to do that to get it out, more likely things will go my way. And it's like, I feel like you're trapping yourself purposefully. You're purposefully trapping yourself like this. You're using this as a strategy to work for you in the long run. For some of you, maybe this is a suggestion. It might be something like that. To make it difficult for you to go a different direction. To trap yourself in your success. To trap yourself in your success. Okay, that's fine. I don't think that's a bad thing. Because what will happen, sooner or later, you will want to change your mind. You don't have to, but this will take away your success. There's a moment coming up that you're going to want to change your mind. Whatever this, I keep feeling it's about money, but it doesn't have to be. Take it with a grain of salt. You're making it difficult. If you make it difficult for yourself, when you get to this part where you want to go a different direction, you're like looking over here, like, I want to do that. If you make it difficult for yourself, you won't lose this. Kind of like, again, trapping yourself in your own success. It's a good thing. It's something you don't want to do all the time, but it's like, it reminds me of like, not letting myself have a crazy amount of sweets and then forcing myself to wait. And then it's like, you know, it's 10:30 at night and I'm like, if I really want it, I guess I could run down to the convenience store, but I don't want what's there. And the grocery store already closed. So it's like, well, I trapped myself in my success. I waited till after the grocery store was closed, and now that I'm like, maybe I will, but I'm like, I don't want something from a gas station. That's not gonna cut it for me. So trapping yourself in your success. The trick is, if you get this far and you do that, to not look at it like, all right, I can do it. It's almost like the Four of Pentacles here is saying, well, I'm kind of stuck at the moment, but I can get myself out of it if I want to. Instead of like having that like, I really wish, because there's this energy where you could end up going, I really wish I didn't do that. I could have done what I wanted to if I hadn't made these problems for myself. It's a switching of attitude. It's giving yourself a hard time a little bit, but it's kind of like, you know, this is why I set it up. It's like fighting with yourself. This is why I set it up this way, so I wouldn't be able to do this. I really do want to do that, but I'm also getting what I want. And I feel like I'm just like, I'm realizing I'm like taking ownership. Like, I made that decision for a reason, and this is going to go where I want it to. And you know what? Things come and go. And not letting yourself, you know, ruminate on it too much. And just going like, you know what? Yeah, I did really want to do that. And if that was available, I would have done it. But this is why I put it this way. This is why I did this to myself. So I couldn't do that. And it's working. And then coming back into that energy, kind of like, I did it, and I successfully did it because I wasn't able to use it, and I still have that money. Somebody else is going to try to influence you and try to get something from you. They're not going to like it when they don't get what they want, but this is the best for you. I feel like somebody else is trying to influence you and get you to do something. They're not going to like it when they don't get what they want, but it's almost like, today, I'm not, like, they got me. I want to do this. Oh, I can't. You have to wait till tomorrow. But then when you wake up tomorrow, you're like, you know what? I don't think I really want to do that. And you'll change your mind. If somebody is bent out of shape because they didn't get what they want, see them for who they are. See them for who they are. Do yourself a favor. See them for who they are. Whatever your long-term goal is, you can definitely achieve it. I feel like it's the first couple times that you hit this snag, it's probably going to be very aggravating. The first couple times. But you'll get used to it. And you will get that long-term goal you're looking for. You will get what you want out of the situation. The Ace of Cups is there for you. Can I roll the dice on that? You can have what you want. I feel like I've had conversations with Leos, and sometimes it blows me away because I always think there's a lot of success with Leos, but then I've had Leos tell me that there's a lot of failures too. It's just they don't give up, and they get what they want sooner or later. So this is one path that could be a lot easier for you. Other people aren't going to like this for some reason. They don't want you attaining success this way. I don't understand what that's about. You're changing the story on them. You're showing them that you can do what you want and you can find a way to make it work out the way you want it to. There's people around you that they're like, that's not how you do it, Leo. You shouldn't be doing it that way. And I keep getting like people not happy about it. Like, no, that's not how you do it, Leo. You could do these other things if you didn't do that. But you're hitting the success you want. This path, I find this interesting. You may end up losing some acquaintances here. Because I feel like some people are going to get on your nerves when they're trying to control you. The Leos I know, that doesn't work. Even the more shyer Leos, not going to put up with that for forever. Not at all. Leos are their own people. They're the ones in control. They do what they want, whether other people like it or not. And when people start showing their true colors and that maybe they were manipulating past patterns you had, but when you don't play by the game that they think you're supposed to play by, I feel like that could change a lot of things. And I also feel like you might be having some people exit your life over it because you're like, you're not going to put up with it. I feel like they're just giving you a heads up about that. That's nothing to feel bad about. It doesn't even have to be an argument. That could literally just be, once you see them for who they are, that's it. That's it. We're just done. You don't have to argue with them if you don't want to. I feel like that's obvious. This is about harmonizing your life more to where you need it to be. This could smoke out some snakes. Not that snakes are a bad thing, but in this situation, we're going to use them in they're coming for you, like rattlesnakes, like viper snakes. This might smoke some of them out. And I feel like when push comes to shove, there's some people you may end up not connecting with anymore that you're like kind of disappointed that they showed their true colors and you didn't really care for those colors. But the truth is the truth. Is there more? Am I missing anything with this? Because I feel like if you do this, it's not only getting success more in aligned with what you want, forcing yourself to get stuck with your own success, which is very interesting to me. But then through this whole process, you doing things differently is taking the control away from other people that they thought they had. And when you're taking that away from them, it's kind of like, whoa, wait a minute. Wait a minute here. Now that we're looking at this in a different color, no. And again, I'll say this, I know I've said it a couple times. This doesn't mean you have to argue with anybody. Once they've shown you who they are, and if you don't like it, that's that. You don't owe them any explanation. If you don't want to talk it out, or if you're afraid it'll turn into an argument, you don't have to go through that. You see them for who they are when they're doing what they're doing, and you're just like, if you're done, you're done. That's that. You don't have to do anything. Clearly. All right, I think we're there. I'm going to shut this down here. Hope that helps. Thank you very much for watching. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James number 4, astral@gmail.com. If you're interested in the donation information, that's below, same email. Thanks again for watching. Have a great day.